Federation is not the same company that I signed on to be a part of.
But you won't believe what happened when Sable sat down with Arthel Neville.
Stay tuned.
86 men, 61 hours. No sleep, no food, combat challenges, and one of the most difficult obstacle courses in military history. Which one of these tough Army Rangers will be the last man standing?
2 months ago, we introduced you to Rena Marrow, better known as Sable, one of the biggest stars in wrestling. A few days after our story aired, she shocked the wrestling world. Arthel Neville found out why when she took on Sable.
It's over. It's all over. That's right. The $110 million lawsuit the wrestler formerly known as Sable slammed the World Wrestling Federation with has been settled. But for those of you who've been living under a rock or just like to look at pictures of a beautiful woman, before we tell you about the outcome of the lawsuit, here's a Fox Files flashback to the last time we met Rena Marrow. She's sexy, she's voluptuous. Men fantasize about her 38, 24, 35 figure. She's Playboy's April cover model, but she's not your everyday soft, sweet centerfold. Meet Sable, the World Wrestling Federation's women's champ. She's the hottest thing to hit wrestling since, well, since ever.
People are much more interested in watching attractive women compete against each other than women that may look like men.
Well, things have cooled down considerably since then, as I learned when Rena and her husband, Mark Marrow, invited Fox Files to their Florida home. We sat down 2 weeks ago to talk about her plans for the future, her new Playboy spread, and her abrupt departure from the ring.
Are you as happy about your profession as you were the last time we interviewed you?
No, I'm not.
What's different?
The World Wrestling Federation that I signed up to be a part of is not the World Wrestling Federation that I left.
Because the lawsuit was still pending when we spoke, Rena chose her words carefully.
I think any television show is going to do whatever necessary to draw the viewers and to keep their ratings up.
Sable boosted ratings with sex appeal.
This is for all the women who want to be me and for all the men who come to see me. Are you boys ready for the grind?
Her signature grind was more like a stripper's lap dance than a wrestling mood.
I gotta say though, sometimes women might take offense to another woman going in the ring and selling her sex appeal.
I wouldn't say that I was selling my sex appeal. I'm given a character to work with, and I'm given storylines, and I have to follow those storylines.
So it's predetermined before you go in the ring, or before anyone does, what's gonna happen.
Wrestling is sports entertainment, and yes, the matches are predetermined. But you still have to be very athletic, and there's always the possibility of an outcome that is unanticipated.
And what do you mean by that? I mean, the stunts, are you trained to do the stunts?
I myself was never trained as a wrestler, no.
So is there a danger involved?
Yes, I would say that when you participate in anything that you're not trained in, sure, it can be very hazardous to your health. It wasn't scripted that I would break my toe or have my ribs kicked out of place, but things happen.
We talked about the tragic accidental death of Owen Hart.
He was coming down on a cord, and all of a sudden it snapped.
Did you know Owen Hart?
Yes, I know him very well. Owen was a very sincere friend. He was just the most honest family man in the entire business that I'd met. And he's going to be missed greatly, and my sympathy goes to his family.
Marrow also claimed in the just-settled lawsuit that the WWF wanted her to partake in a lesbian storyline, and other wrestlers threatened to disfigure her face.
The World Wrestling Federation is a huge soap opera that continues each and every week, and unfortunately, there is a lot of true competition that goes on in the sport as well.
A lot of jealousy behind the scenes?
Well, I think anytime that you have real competition, and there's only one top spot for the men and one top spot for the women, I think there's always going to be a lot of jealousy.
And if they weren't jealous before, check this out. Mero is most proud of 2 records she won outside the ring on the covers of Playboy. Her April issue was one of the magazine's best sellers of the decade. And September's magazine will make her the first woman ever to appear on Playboy's cover twice in 1 year.
What's the difference between posing nude in Playboy and taking your top off in the ring?
Posing for Playboy was the choice that I made. Having my clothes ripped off in the middle of a wrestling ring in front of 20,000 people on live television with children in the front row in an atmosphere that I had absolutely no control over was totally inappropriate.
And then there's the use of the name Sable. Can Rena Mero make it as Rena Mero?
Do you know who Rena Mero is?
Yeah, she's the Attorney General.
Rena Mero. I'd say no on that one.
Oh, is that the chick, the wrestling chick, Sable?
Well, not anymore. The WWF announced on Saturday that, quote, the controversy between Rena Mero, who formerly played the character Sable, has been settled. Under the terms of the settlement, the World Wrestling Federation can provide no further comment, end quote. At the same time, the WWF announced its break with Rena's wrestler husband, the marvelous Mark Mero.
Is there life after the WWF?
Of course there's life after the WWF. I have a lot of offers and opportunities, and there's a lot of bright things happening in my future.
What do you say to your fans who'll miss you, who'll miss Sable?
I'm not going to give them time to miss me. The only thing I can say to them is stay tuned because there's more to come.
Interesting piece, Arthel, but I guess there's a story behind the story?
Actually, John, this has never happened to me in all my years as a journalist. We were in Sable's home doing the interview, and during a break in taping, her husband manager, Mark Mero, got so upset that he actually took off with the tapes.
How'd you get them back?
Well, after hours of negotiations that included all of our attorneys and local authorities, Sable, Rena Mero, finally gave back the tapes.
So any indication on why he flew into a rage?
I don't know, John. We're investigating that. In fact, we'll come back with a full report. And I want to add that it was really a disappointing experience for me.
Sounds like it, Arthel. Thanks.
Sure.
And more Fox Files ahead right after this.